next guest combines traditional Korean dishes with a modern flair, taking inspiration from her grandmother's cooking. There they are.
Yes, her passion for food started when she was working in restaurants at just 14 years old. That's led her now to owning multiple award-winning establishments. And she is here now to share her take on a beloved Korean classic. Everybody, restaurateur and chef of Mokbar, Esther Choi. Good to have you here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited to be here.
Okay, that was a very sweet picture we saw there. But,
I know.
But why this recipe? Why is it so special to you?
So this is called halmoni mandu, which is, halmoni means grandmother, and mandu is dumpling. So it's grandma's dumplings.
Aww.
And this is actually the most popular item on our menu. It's you know, so delicious. It's pork, kimchi, tofu, zucchini, and we make each dumpling in-house.
It smells
really
so good. So let's get started.
Are you guys ready to make some dumplings
Yes,
with
we
me?
are ready.
We can follow
Yes,
instructions,
okay.
yes.
Have you guys made dumplings before, ever?
I have not.
Never in
Okay.
life.
No, I've ordered them, but I have not made them.
Fair enough, fair enough. As long as you're eating them,
Yes.
then I'm happy. I'm happy. So we're gonna start with some ground pork, but you can also substitute with ground beef, ground turkey, or omit the meat completely.
Okay.
It's totally okay to be vegetarian. And then there's tofu, and the tofu, we're just gonna draw out some of the moisture from the tofu. And we do this because we want the dumpling filling to be super dry.
Yeah.
We don't want it to be so wet because when you're forming them, then the whole wrapper gets too
You
wet.
just get some cheesecloth.
Some cheesecloth, tofu, and then look how much water comes
Wow.
out of the tofu. And I love adding tofu to the dumplings because, I mean, of course, grandma said to add tofu, but also it makes the dumpling filling like super like smooth. It's kind of equivalent to adding like breadcrumbs to a meatball, but tofu is a great substitute for that. So we're gonna just squeeze out the moisture, add the
in.
tofu. Right, and then we are going to do the same thing with the zucchini. Now, zucchini has a lot of moisture in it,
Yes.
so you want to add a little bit of salt, and that helps draw out some of the moisture. And then
Wow,
look at that.
look at that.
Right, so much moisture, and we want to get all of this out, all of the water from the zucchini out, and then we'll add that.
That's such a
back in
good tip to put the salt in it first.
Yes, the salt really like helps draw out the moisture.
Okay.
So, and then we have some garlic chives that are gonna go in, and then kimchi.
Kimchi.
And I feel like this is what differentiates Korean dumplings from any other dumplings. Right? You know how every culture has their own type of dumpling, right? Because it's like, who doesn't love a dumpling? So we add some kimchi in there to make it Korean, and then garlic, and some onion. And dumplings, I think, is one of my favorite dishes to make because growing up, my grandmother used to make this in like huge batches, and then the entire family would come together, and we would
make the dumplings.
And make
All
the
right.
dumplings.
You add soy sauce too, or
So-
is that what is that?
Yes, so this is soy sauce, a little bit of fish sauce, sesame oil, and cornstarch.
Okay.
And that will give like a nice flavor to the dumpling. So we're seasoning the filling with the soy sauce.
And we ultimately get here.
And you mix
Is
it
that
all
right?
together.
Yes, mix it all together, and then we
So
can
this
come
is
over
the
in a
trick
second.
here now. This is okay.
This is where we get our hands a little dirty,
Okay.
but you know, this is what's so fun about making dumplings is that everyone comes to the table together, and it's like a whole
No,
day
you have
fair.
yours.
Okay, so we want to grab one of the shell, and then we're going to get some of the water over here, and then just wet the outer corners. And we do this because we want it to seal really well, right?
Okay.
'Cause
Just
when
the
we-
outside.
Just the outside, just the outside.
Okay.
Just like so. And then we'll take a tiny bit of the dumpling filling, maybe about like a teaspoon or two. You don't want to overfill it because then it'll burst. So a little goes a long way. That's maybe a little bit too much.
Oh,
but
come on, chef. I'm doing
It's
my
okay.
own thing
Like
there. No, I'm
practice makes
kidding. I'm
perfect, you
kidding.
guys. Practice makes perfect.
A little bit more like that.
Yes. And then we're gonna seal it all. So we're gonna start with the end. Just pinch one side of the dumpling like that. Right?
Okay.
And then we're gonna fold, pleat, just one side if you
I
can.
have blown this
Oh my gosh, you guys are.
No.
I mean, you know what? You can make it any way you want. I
Oh,
think,
now you say that.
But my family used to tell me growing up, pretty dumplings means that you're gonna have pretty babies, and ugly dumplings will mean ugly babies. I mean, it's a little harsh, but it gets you to practice. Yeah,
I'm glad I already had kids.
That's so good, though. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah. Did you like make dumplings before? Or?
This is the first time.
It's
I
the
swear
first
to you,
time?
first time.
Wow.
Chef.
Okay, so you're good with your hands.
All right, and then once you have them formed, what's next?
Okay, so once we have them formed like so, right? We'll go overhead and cook it, of course. But obviously, there's so many different ways of making dumplings, and don't worry about it, right?
Okay.
I mean, practice makes perfect.
Okay, and then
we're gonna bring it over here. And now there's so many different ways to cook dumplings, right? But like people like steaming them, they like frying them, but I kind of like doing a combo of both.
Okay.
So it's seared, it's crispy and fried on one side and then steamed on the other.
All right, amazing.
I love doing this method because I feel like then you get the best of both worlds, because sometimes you want steamed dumplings and sometimes you want fried, right?
Well, that's amazing.
Yeah, so we're gonna go and add the dumplings to a non-stick skillet with a little oil.
we went right to the plate.
I know.
And how long do you keep them on there for?
So we're gonna get it, slightly crispy, maybe about a minute or two.
Okay.
But please go ahead and taste the dumplings. You guys can't wait.
You have to think first, though.
Well, yes, a minute or two you said, and we'd be good. Okay, okay. Chef, really, thank you for being here.
Oh my gosh.
With us and teaching us how to make dumplings. We're going to try
Grandma's
this.
dumplings.
Grandma's dumpling. And say the name of it again. How you say it?
Halmoni.
Halmoni.
Mandu.
Mandu. All right. And for today's recipe, you can go to goodmorningamerica.com/food or scan the QR code that's still up on your screen. Thank you so much. We're going to get to eat.
Thank you.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.